We will go back to our panel, and I recognize Ms. Julie Reagan, Executive Director at the Tahoe Regional Planning Agency. Ms. Reagan, you have 5 minutes.
Thank you. Good morning, Chair Tiffany, Ranking Member Neguse, members of the subcommittee, and staff. I am Julie Reagan, the Executive Director of the Tahoe Regional Planning Agency. Our agency was formed by an interstate compact between California and Nevada and ratified by Congress nearly 55 years ago. Our mission is to protect Lake Tahoe, a designated outstanding national resource water, while supporting our communities and economy. Lake Tahoe is the ancestral and current home of the Washoe tribe of Nevada and California and is truly breathtaking to behold, as Chair Westerman noted earlier. It is the second deepest lake in the U.S. and one of the clearest large lakes in the world. As Congressman Kiley introduced, nearly 80% of the Tahoe Basin is owned by the federal government and managed by the USDA Forest Service. Our small year-round population of 55,000 people swells to metropolitan levels on peak days, and millions visit annually to enjoy our public lands. Tahoe also has a sizable community of second homeowners who hail from more than 2/3 of the nation's congressional districts and visitors from nearly every state. I appreciate the opportunity to address the committee today about the Lake Tahoe Restoration Act 612 on behalf of our broad partnership called Team Tahoe. This crucial legislation is the cornerstone of federal investment in restoring Lake Tahoe's world-renowned environment. I also want to recognize Tahoe's congressional representatives and co-sponsors of the House Companion Bill, Congressman Mark Amodei of Nevada and Congressman Kevin Kiley of California. Their leadership in the House has been key to our bipartisan and bicameral progress to date. Let me offer some important context that's germane to this hearing. In the 1990s, after witnessing a rapid decline in lake clarity and the surrounding environment, Lake Tahoe leaders came together to launch the Environmental Improvement Program, or EIP as we call it. This collaborative approach to solving Lake Tahoe's most pressing challenges has become a national model. Congress has delivered the federal share of the EIP through passage of the Lake Tahoe Restoration Acts of 2000 and 2016. The Lake Tahoe Restoration Act is an example of bipartisan collaboration in practice that not only protects an irreplaceable natural resource, but also generates jobs for local communities. Today's hearing concerns the extension of the act, which originally authorized up to $415 million over 7 years. However, that legislation is expiring at the end of this month, and with only 29% of the original authorization having been appropriated thus far, we're simply asking for more time on the congressional clock. With the $122 million appropriated since 2016, we've accomplished a great deal. Partners have treated 21,000 acres of forest to reduce wildfire risk, restored 342 acres of wetlands to protect biodiversity and the lake's clarity, and inspected 51,000 boats for aquatic invasive species. These federal funds have leveraged $500 million in state, local, tribal, and private matching funds. Additionally, the program supports an average of 1,700 jobs a year, and every $1 million in spending generates $1.6 million in economic output. The Lake Tahoe Restoration Act calls out the urgent need for forest management projects. The U.S. Forest Service and other fire service agencies have accelerated work over the last several years. These projects, as Congressman Kiley noted, have helped protect our community during the 2021 Caldor fire, which burned 10,000 acres and forced the evacuation of 30,000 residents in the Tahoe region. Previously treated areas of the forest reduced fire intensity, allowing firefighters to directly attack the blaze, resulting in 0 homes lost, including my own, which was directly in the path of one of the most powerful wildfires in California's history. Federal support through the Lake Tahoe Restoration Act allowed the Tahoe Basin to demonstrate that active forest management and home hardening can save lives, protect natural resources, and personal property. Finally, we know it's important to be good stewards of public funding. We have continued to invest in public transparency through a project tracker at laketahoeinfo.org. More than 10,000 people visit this website annually. The Lake Tahoe Restoration Act is essential to ensuring Lake Tahoe remains a national treasure. Without it, crucial support is in jeopardy for conservation projects aimed at protecting Tahoe's crystal clear waters, managing invasive species, and preventing wildfires. Without this work, Lake Tahoe's environment, communities, and economy will suffer. Congressman Kiley said it best at our annual Lake Tahoe Summit this August. We can get past the political divides by implementing projects of common importance at the local level. Tahoe is the perfect example, spanning 2 states, multiple overlapping jurisdictions, and red and blue counties. Yet we can all agree on the goal of protecting something that is larger than us. Thank you for your consideration today, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Ms. Reagan.